Hey there, Ryan here for Silly Reviews, about to answer all of your questions when it comes to the Influence app. Have you read anything, been intrigued by, or interested in the Influence app? The Influence app is a neat information gathering, get paid to beer money making type of app that asks you questions or asks you to do things, and it's all focused around you being recorded. If you're comfortable with that, that's number one. Are you comfortable with that? Because your image, your likeness, your video, what you say, your responses can be used virtually anywhere. You could see yourself on television, in an advertisement, on social media pages, companies, whatever. You have to consider that. It is a really good paying app. It pays well. You can get a series of questions where it will ask you to respond to 6 different things. Your answers have to be a minimum of 15 seconds. You want good lighting. You definitely want your background to be quiet. When you make these recordings, it will give you a grade and kind of gauge the likeliness of your answer being accepted. What's amazing is you can get a notification letting you know you have some new surveys or questions. You open it up and it'll be a 6-pack of questions that'll take you 10 minutes maybe. The slowest part is your upload, really, is the upload speed. But it could take you 10 minutes. You get paid $1 for each one of those answers. You just made $6 in 10 minutes. And I'll tell you what, I can do it on the toilet. It's pretty easy because I have a little external kind of clip-on ring light on my phone that I keep in the bathroom. And if I need it, I clip it on. The lighting in the bathroom is already pretty decent. It's quiet in there. If I turn off that fan, now it could get a little stinky, but they don't know that, right? So I am at a point to where I can get my first payout, which is exciting. I want to show you that. Now the parent company is VoxPopMe. And that's like the people who are seeking this type of information, this footage, these answers, that's where they go. But you deal with influence. That's what you're going to be most familiar with, right? So this is what the app will look like in the App Store. All right, so this is the app in the App Store. It has good ratings. Some people complain, but I noticed some of the complaints are they just don't know how to work their phone. Like they don't know how to do a selfie video and follow directions. And the directions are really clear. Have good lighting. Make sure you look appropriate. You don't want to be wearing anything provocative, revealing, crazy. Put yourself together a little bit. Go ahead, get yourself in frame. Make sure the lighting's okay. Just put a cheap ring light in your face. It seems to work fine. And make sure it's quiet. So you don't want to be sitting next to a running fan, an air conditioner, a vent, driving in the car, things like that. So we'll go to the app now. And I think a really good question that I'll be able to answer here, and it may require me to wait a while to follow up and add on to this video, but you'll want to know is the Influence app legit? How long does it take to get paid? How long did the payout take from when it gets initiated? Things like that. So I'll show you right now. This is the main screen of it. And I don't have any surveys available, but daily I get opportunities. Sometimes they're only a quarter and they're super quick. Sometimes they're dollar. And I ignored this app for a long time because I didn't have my notifications on. So I didn't realize how many opportunities I missed. Once I turned notifications on, I answered some of these. You see how it says here, unlock more video questions, answer a few questions to earn more? Do that. I've noticed when I do that, it fires something up. And make sure you answer honestly because you don't want to get, banned or anything like that, especially if you have money that you're waiting to get paid out on. You're doing something that violates the terms, the rules, it's dishonesty, and you get canned. You don't want that to happen. So you definitely want to answer those, but this is where you would see opportunities, and it'll tell you 1 question, 25 cents, 6 questions, $1 each, things like that. If you go to your responses, now I recently updated the app. These responses used to have a thumbnail of your video, and updating the app today, I don't see a thumbnail of the videos anymore. And this doesn't show my complete history on here, but it does show recent. Oh, it looks like I can load earlier responses. Oh yeah, so it looks like you can go way back. I've had everything approved. The only time I didn't have anything approved is if you've ever watched my videos and gotten a grasp of my views and personalities, you could see why maybe they're not being completely honest of why I got these two rejected. I have my thoughts about it, but there were questions about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. What does it mean to me personally? How has it impacted me personally? And I gave honest answers. My lighting was the same. The volume was the same as all these other ones that have been approved, yet these two were disapproved, and I think because they just didn't like my answers. But, there could be a liberal bias going on here, and you may want to keep that in mind, and you may want to kind of tamper your views if you feel like you would kind of be bucking, what they're going for, right? So in those instances, maybe just pass on those, or just kind of be a little more center, neutral, milquetoast. Okay, so it looks like the app has started with loading content and then it is now locked up. That's strange. So we're going to go ahead and restart it. Let's go ahead and restart that, because what we want to do is go take a peek at the wallet. Let's see, more paid opportunities, extras, get paid for taking survey. Okay, yeah, that's another way that they have to make money. I don't like this. I don't recommend this at all, because if you start taking surveys, you could have, the pay is usually not good at all. And when you see one that pays out well, I say anything that pays out more than 10 to 15 cents a minute is okay. That's something you could do on the toilet, right? I always use that as a reference. So with those, let's say if you see one, it'll pay $1.50. Estimated time to complete the survey will be 10 minutes. So you're like, well, that's fair. It's fair enough. A little extra something, a little beer money, right? You can get kicked after spending 6-7 minutes on it. Then it'll somehow magically say you don't qualify or something. And they've just stolen your time, your money, your efforts, everything. So I say with this influence app, only stick with doing the video answers. That's the way to go. This is the niche here, the niche market here. This is how you make the money. Unless you're like 25 cents away from a payout and you just really want to get to that threshold and get that payout. I can totally understand that. So then you might want to take your chances on doing a survey to get over that threshold to get paid out. You can also invite friends and you'll receive an extra $1 for each friend that leaves an approved response. So if you refer someone, you're only going to get $1, but all you need them to do is sign up and get one response approved. So this is like a volume type thing. If you have any kind of influence online and you have some followers, go ahead and grab that code and get them to sign up. I'm going to add my code to the description here and maybe at the foot of the video after I edit it. So please be on the lookout for that. And it uses a bit.ly redirect. Now that could potentially interfere with you getting credit for the referral if they have ad blocking on really strong. I've noticed that has happened in the past. But okay, so if you're wondering, how long does it take to get paid out? Do they pay out? Here we are. The payment threshold is $10. I'm at $14.25. I've never cashed out before because, like I said, I slept on this app for a way long time because I didn't have notifications on. I made this $14.25 easily, lazily, quickly. One thing you always want to do in these apps is see if they are going to automatically use the email address that you signed up with as the email address to get your PayPal payment, because those two may not be the same, and mine are not. Well, the email I signed up with here is not the same email address that I have as a registered email for my PayPal account. And I verified that. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping, because here's the deal. If I go into settings and I look at my profile, there is no extra form field to put in what your PayPal email is. Like some of these little get paid to money-making apps, Spear Money apps, they will have your registered email and they'll give you another place to put what's your PayPal email. This doesn't have anything that says put your PayPal email. So what I'm hoping, what I'm expecting is when I go to initiate my first PayPal payment, it will ask me what is the email address that I want the payment to go to for PayPal. That's what we're hoping, or we're going to run into a jam. Also, I haven't read anything that designates that you need to be a verified PayPal user. I am a verified PayPal user, so that won't be an issue. Could be an issue for you if you are not a verified PayPal. We're going to see what we get to. These are just all the thoughts in my head that might be going on in your head. And that's why you're watching this video, to get the answers, right? So let's get started. Okay, it's It's sending me to PayPal. Okay. Use Face ID or Touch ID to log in. Okay. All right, I use my Touch ID to log in. Connect your PayPal account to Influence. I've never seen an app like this connect this way. That's interesting. So sure, we're gonna go ahead and agree and connect. Leaving PayPal, going back to the Influence app, processing cash out. Your cash out request has been received. Your PayPal account will be credited within 72 hours. An email with more info has been sent to your email address. So 72 hours from now, that's how many days is that? 3 days from now. This is late afternoon on Friday. So I'm hoping by late afternoon, 420, 420, you doobie guys. I will expecting that payout to have happened. But as soon as it does happen, I'm going to tack on the rest of this video and go ahead and get it published. And then again, it recommends refer a friend, tell your friends about Influence. We won't share your cash out amount. So does that share look any different than the bit.ly link we saw before? Does this say, now it says, hey, I just got paid from Influence. Come sign up and join me making money. Share with other apps. It's the same thing. All right, so from here, we're gonna close this. I'm gonna check my email and see if the email has any juicy information. And we're really hoping that this payout comes quicker than 72 hours, and we're really hoping it doesn't go beyond 72 hours. I have one little beer money site that I use, which is, oh, what's the name of that one? Anyway, kind of pop this edit in. It's User Crowd. User Crowd is the app, the little beer money app that has really sporadic payout times. You just never know with it. They're slow and steady. They have good customer service, but you never know when that payout's gonna hit. And I can show you here, manage payouts. I'm sitting waiting on one since 4/7, today's 4/11. I've had some that have come the same day, some that have come weeks later. So who knows? Their payouts are so, the time frame is so erratic. It could be almost instant, and it can sometimes take 2.5, 3 weeks. We're hoping this is a quick one. I really like this app, this Influence app. If you haven't signed up yet, please use my link in the description. I'll probably put it in the pinned comment as well. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. But by far, this is one of my most favorite little beer money kind of side hustling apps. It's kind of fun, and it couldn't be easier. So let's see. If I go back to my wallet now, so the wallet's still showing a $14.25 balance. Let's go ahead and check that email. All right, we're pulling up the email here, and it just basically reiterates what we've already read. And you see, it doesn't come from like influence.app or .co or .com or anything like that. It comes from VoxPopMe, which is the, I guess, parent company or whoever's behind that app. So your cash out request for $14.25 has been received and is being processed. What happens next? Do you have a question about cashing? So everything looks good. We're just hoping it's quick. So is the weekend a bad time to cash out? I don't know, because like I said, it's late afternoon on a Friday. Maybe things are really going to get pushed back all the way till Monday, back to a business day, because that's why they have that 72 hours, because they don't do things on the weekend. Could be. We'll have to see, so stay tuned for part 2.